Hey guys, how are you? Welcome. I'm back. It's me, your friendly neighborhood he-bot, your action figure enthusiast, video game aficionado. And I am also your host, and this is a very exciting episode, at least to me, and I hope it will be to you guys as well, of toys in my closet. And to my surprise, and unbeknown to me, today I received this wonderful surprise. As you see, I got the G.I. Joe classified Hasbro exclusive, or maybe the Toy Fair exclusive /Hasbro exclusive for the G.I. Joe 6-inch line that is just about to hit store shelves in the next few months. Hopefully, if everything goes well and we get out of this awful times of this pandemic situation. Now, I pre-ordered this as soon as it went up for sale, and it was supposed to be scheduled, according to what I saw, for a late April release. So I'm assuming they must have finished the runs early and decided, before things start shutting down or locking down, let's honor these pre-orders to the people and start sending them out, because Hasbro, I think, has their own warehouse manufacturer and they ship them out themselves using either FedEx, UPS, or DHL, I guess, depending on your area. And this is the box right here, and I am in the New Jersey area, for those curious to know. So I'm assuming most of you around the East Coast and Central will start getting these very soon. If not, you already got them before me. So I'm very happy that it arrived. Let's move in a little closer, and the actual case itself is quite large. It's pretty big. The box is almost the size in height, right, of the Mondo Masters of the Universe boxes, to be quite honest with you. And it's not as thick, obviously, so I'm going to turn it to the side. But as you see, all this nice engraving and etching and sketching on the box to the side, and it looks different from the front because this is actually a sleeve. So what you do is you slide it off like so, and when you slide it off, you reveal the internal box with all this beautiful artwork that looks basically like a werewolf with the teeth and this beautiful dragon eyes with the horns in the mouth. It's very Japanese-esque and very ancient Japan, and maybe ancient samurai, to be honest. It has a really nice scroll tag coming down with the word and lettering in a vac metal red, and I guess it says Arakakashi Clan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I know that's what it is, Arakakashi Clan, which is where the whole character of Snake Eyes was brought up, because I believe he was an orphan. He was brought up in that dojo, and my sensei that was the leader of the Arakakashi Clan, and him and Storm Shadows trained together according to the history and according to the mythos of the character. and one thing I can honestly say right from the hip is that the packaging feels very premium quality. This is the back. It has the same exact artwork with these etchings and sketchings in these nice clear glossy clear art decals. They almost look like special stickers on it, but I'm not sure if it's a sticker or if it was actually etched into the box. But it feels very premium quality. The box itself is quite hard. So let me tilt this down, and then what I'll do is I'll push this down like so from this corner here, but it has air, right? It has air, as you see. And we'll push it up like so. And then when you slide this off, because it's air vac, you can feel the tightness in it. You have this right as soon as you open it. This is what you see. Now this is also basically like an art scroll of the artwork that's on the box. That's what you see on the box. But the actual art in a scroll-like texture in this type of paper that feels like scroll. Like the old ancient scrolls that felt like material, like they wrote on it based on like animal skin almost. So here it is, and it's really nice. It's really elegant looking, very sophisticated looking, obviously. And then when I put this way and turn it, as you guys probably have seen online so many times already, that's what the packaging looks like internally. It comes with the smaller size packaging with Snake Eyes encased in the bubble blister window box. The G.I. Joe logo is all in a silver gunmetal with the artwork in a silver gunmetal with black highlights with a matte black all over, saying Snake Eyes there in the front. And you know, everything is foam cased. These are the extra weapons, and this is the actual stand for the weapons that host and houses all the extra weapons that Snake Eyes can wield. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out really fast, and we'll take a quick look at the box, which you guys probably have seen already multiple times. Right here, like so, and then push this down like this. Sorry about that, the thing turned off on me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this piece with the actual stand for the weapons. This is the front part of it, and I'll place it here right on the side of it. So we'll move it up a little bit. And here's Snake Eyes in the window packaging. I know that a lot of people really don't care about the packaging and the actual what it looks like, but just so you guys get an idea, really nice artwork of Snake Eyes there. And like I said, the vac metal, Hasbro in the corner, the Araka Kashi, I believe, symbol or scroll crest that says 0 of 0 because it's an exclusive, and another side profile artwork of Snake Eyes there. As you can see, the top has the Araka Kashi symbol in the tattoo form, and the 00 again. Then we have this really nice, really elegant looking piece of artwork in the vac metal black, and you see Cobra Commander there, and his more modern look, Baroness, Destro, Gun-Ho, Roadblock, some other ninjas you see back there, Duke, obviously, Scarlet, and Snake Eyes, which is probably indicative of the characters that we might be getting more than likely in this first year in the series of Classified for G.I. Joe. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take him out of box and take a closer look at him and see what he has to offer, and show you guys in the process and break it down and let you guys see and show you what I think of it and how the figure, you know, is out of box, obviously. So stay right there and sit back and enjoy. I'll be right back. And here we have Snake Eyes on the turntable in all of his glory. Hey, I'm sorry the camera's moving so much. And he looks every bit as good as I expected him to be, as we've seen him in many pics, either on Instagram, Hasbro Pulse, and with other, you know, figure influencers and collectors on YouTube that had the privileged to, get him early. He looks awesome. He looks awesome. I don't understand why they went with a kind of brownish, grayish kind of look for like a lot of his parts, like his pants, the straps on his arms and his boot, on his around his waist and on his shoulders. But I think it's because they were trying to give it a more modern look with the black aesthetics, with also that brownish, grayish, to look more military, kind of give it a more realistic look to it as well. But it looks good. I mean, if you guys don't feel happy with it, I think you can paint his pants at least and leave everything else the same, because he also has the plates on his I think it's his elbows and on his knees that look like a gunmetal plated silver as well, that goes along with that contrast. And he has some light highlights of brown on some parts as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at his accessories a little bit up more close and personal, and then we'll take a look at him and his articulation and what he has to offer. So here we have the accessories that come with him in the standardized single carded box, and it's a lot of accessories. And I want to say right off the back that it seems to me that Hasbro spared no expense. And for people that were trying to say things like, oh, they treated this like it's nothing, like it's a has-been property, like it's not important, I don't think that's the case. I can honestly tell you, I really don't think that's the case. It doesn't feel like it from packaging, the details that I'm seeing on the figure, the accessories, and even the paint application. I don't think so. Let's start off with his sheath for his sword, which is the, as you can see there, it has a leather binding there around it that looks like leather crocodile skin. Bind it with the tip of a black type of metal in the end with the Urakakashi, and I know I'm pronouncing that and killing it, but that's not my intent, sorry, symbol in the end of it, as you can see in red on both sides. Then the peg is obviously black. Then we have the actual blade, which they held on handle on the blade. Looks really distinctive, really nicely detailed, coming up in a plain black. I think maybe I'll ask my daughter to customize it by painting it as a gunmetal silver, but it still looks really nicely sculpted, really nice. Then he comes with his traditional Uzi since the beginning of time. That's one of his primary weapons, even in the 3.5 inch scale, as you see there. Really nicely detailed in that matte black. Excuse me. This is his pistol. Looking really nice in the matte black with all that detail as well. And he comes with the pistol silencer, which also matches that brown motif of the crocodile skin on the sheath of the sword. It's a different color, really nice. Then he got his small blade, or knife rather, survival jungle knife. Let's see if it'll read finally. Nicely detailed, all in black, and there's the hilt, which is the actual handle. Really nice as well. And then he brings an extra set of hands, one karate chop hand with his glove, as you can see, with the spikes underneath for his climbing ninjutsu style, because he is a ninja / military soldier. One with the gloves with the brown and the white, and a ninja star that's sculpted in like he's towing it, which I guess that kind of sucks, because you would want to have that separate, but it's not the end of the world with all the other stuff they gave you. Then he has his backpack, also in that brown color of that matches the crocodile skin of the sheath, with buckles in silver. And then he even has I believe there's a hint of red right there on the side right there. I don't know if that's deliberate or if that's a plain blemish, but it does have it on mine, and the buckle on the top with a lot of nice details. Pouches everywhere, wrinkles everywhere, to give you the illusion it's a backpack. Really nice. So now we'll take a look at Snake Eyes in his and his articulation. So stay right there, and we'll do that right now. And here is the man of the hour, Snake Eyes. So let's pan the camera back just a little bit. Here we go. And let's take a closer look at him. Bring him close and personal to you guys. So this visor here is very classic Snake Eyes. Now, what I do know though is that this was the style of visor that he had in the second year run of Snake Eyes, when he came out with Timber, if I'm not mistaken. And it seemed to have a black blemish there on the top, which sucks, but what can I do? But when he first came out, he had more of like the goggle style look that he had in the original, in his original look. I'm gonna try to keep him right there for you guys, so I can show you what I mean. When he first came out, and for a while, he was wearing. Let me bring in the Snake Eyes from the 25th anniversary to show you guys as an example. He was wearing these types of goggles like this. This is what, and they were actually rounder. They're actually more like this, from the same style they use with the articulated icons mask. But instead of being red, obviously they were black. But this is what they look like until he finally got this style of look in the comics, I believe, first. And then this kind of became the most popular one. So it's really nicely done in that silver, with the little vents there in the front, and even the piece metal here makes it look like a helmet instead of a mask only, to give it the more modern look. Then he has this buckle here, like this whole strap with the grenades that is removable, with the gun holster strap around them, with the Kakashi symbol right there. All these, the suit looks like a black plated suit. He has straps here, which I believe these are also removable. You can slide them off. As you can see, it's all separate pieces. So they did all these new pieces to put on this body on top of the sculpting. And you see his whole arm is brand new sculpt. It's a whole brand new arm. It's never been done before. The plates on the outside look like a glossy metal, like there were plates made out of metal, and then the inside is a black sheen. Then you have the brown straps holding the plate like on the gauntlet on his forearm, and then you see the brown here on his knuckles that more than likely has metal plates underneath, like acting as a brass knuckle type of deal. And you see there in his chest as well is black, all looking detailed and plated. Even here in the rib cage area, same thing for this side. This piece here on his belt, it's also a separate piece. You see the buckle on the pants. Then he has this belt here with another painted Arakakashi symbol with some pouches, as you see. The buttocks area with some pouches there that look like pockets. Really nicely done. The straps on his thighs, right, which are also a separate piece, because if you move them, you can move them off, I believe. You can slide them down. Let's see if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can slide them down, you see. They're also separate pieces, but they're nice and snug, so it holds well. It's not like the scenario that we had with Cyclops, that they were loose and they keep moving, and it kind of becomes annoying at that point. Then you have the same scenario here on this side. I'm just trying to bring it down a little more to match with the other side because I think it looks better. And it has the gun holster here for the pistol and the silencer. Then the knife here, metal plates and that gunmetal silver that I told you guys about. And on this part here of his pants on the inside, the brown outline on the boots. The boots itself, that look really nice. And then the pants have a lot of texture and detail with that silver gunmetal look on the outside edges. And then this is what it looks like in the back. Like the holster straps, that would be for the guns, which is this here, and then with the grenade strap that goes across his chest. So the details on them are really, really well executed and really look like they spared no expense. So let's look at his articulation, which, let's start off with his head. The head goes down that much. Then it goes up this much. Hasbro has done a level of articulation with this figure that they more than likely will incorporate to Marvel Legends later on, but they spared no expense, showing that they were serious about bringing a 6-inch line of G.I. Joe to fruition. Left and right, really nice and smooth. And look, it actually has head tilt that moves alongside. Watch, pay real close with the neck. The neck piece right there is on a separate piece as well. It moves independently, so it's a double peg ball joint. It's one that goes into the head and one that goes from the neck into the torso area. So then for the shoulders, it goes up this much, turns completely 180, 160 degrees. The bicep swivel is right here, which is hidden also by the strap in some ways. Then you have the double jointed knee, and the actual joints when you're moving them feel really nice and smooth. They have the swivel on the wrist, then it has the hinge that goes up and down with guns and sword play. Now remember, he's a ninja, so he needs a lot of range of mobility. So I don't know if this is going to vary or change with other characters like Duke and Roadblock that are more in between heavy and moderate. So for the torso, they have the ab crunch they incorporated in Power Rangers, but it bends down this much just with that torso piece, and then it goes back that much with that torso piece, and you can see it's covered. They did it where you don't see no gappage. Now if you do it with the lower part as well, you get even more range. He moves down that much, and if you hyperextend them back, he moves down even more retarded. And then you add the head extension, and you see what I mean. He looks almost like a contortionist. And then there's a little bit of gappage there, but not too terrible that the strap can't, you know, hide. Then he does have a waist swivel, and he does have tilt from side to side. So again, something that we've never really seen with Marvel Legends, and this is a Hasbro product. Now, as for this area here, guess what, people? Finally, the full-on Van Damme split. Hasbro has finally done it. You see? And yet you said they went cheap with these G.I. Joe figures. I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. And then it has that mechanism where it goes down like so, and then up like so. When you push it up, it keeps the sculpt really nicely hidden, or, you know, consistent and seamless. It makes it look more seamless. Then you have the thigh swivel on both sides, obviously, and you do have a double jointed knee, which, to be honest, it doesn't look pretty, but it's a knee plate. It looks fine. It's effective. He almost hits his own rear end. And then, last but certainly not least, he has a boot cut right there. Then he has pivot up this way, pivot back that way, left and right because of the boot, and then extremely good 4-pin rocker pivot. So for his articulation, ladies and gentlemen, Hasbro has knocked it out of the park, which is a very good sign of what's to come with Duke, Scarlet, and Roadblock. So now, let's take a closer look at the stand with the other accessories, and then we'll take a look at Snake Eyes with the accessories he has on him. So here we have the nice, beautiful stand that it comes with, looking really, really elegant, and it has the motif of the glossy, semi-gloss black with the matte beige in the back, as you can see, for the weapons, and then in the front with the beautiful crest of a ancient Japanese, I guess, type of artifact that I don't know what it stands for, but it is created, and I don't know if it's uniquely created for this particular toy, or, you know, premium collectible, obviously. So here you go, and you can take a closer look at the level of detail. It's like two warriors fighting in the sky. You can see, and it's sculpted on there, and it's a separate piece, and then it has these nice werewolf on the sides, and then, like I said, when you come closer, it has the lettering, I believe, of what weapon goes where on each of these independently, which I don't really know how they go, but I guess we'll, you know, try my best to put them there the best I can, right? I wish I know what these letterings and writings really mean, but the detail is there. So now we'll take a look at the accessories that came so that you can put on this nice piece. And now here we're going to take a look at his extra accessory blades that came with him, because this is the exclusivity part of the figure. So he brings a double-bladed staff, as you can see there. Let's see, a double-bladed staff, all in black. All the weapons are painted in black, as you can see, double-bladed. He comes with these two, they look like pickaxe, but I believe the term is sickle blade, blades, if I'm not mistaken, in black. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please correct me down in the comments. He brings this straight bladed sword. I don't think this is a katana. I think it's just a regular ninja sword. And there's the, the hilt, holster, handle. And then he brings this curved bladed sword, which I believe has a proper term for it too. Unless it's just a curved katana. The handle on this one's much broader and longer, as you can see. And it has a curvature to it, as you can see. Then he brings these two throwing hatchet axe that look very much so like military style with the design. They're hatchet throwing axes. And then he brings the classic thighs. A classic and very commonly known ninja weapon, which look very nice. And the handles, and they look very appropriate, obviously, for this particular Snake Eyes. So now we'll take a look at what they look like, I guess, on the stands. So I'll put them on and show you guys. And here's what it looks like with the weapons on them. I hope I did it right. I did it based on what I thought might be right. Curved blade, throwing hatchet axes, single bladed katana, sickle pickaxes, the double bladed sword, and the ninja size on the top. And I guess you can really do it however you feel and however you like to display it yourself. But I think it looks really awesome. So this is the way I probably more than likely will display it. But there you have it. That's what it looks like. And let me see if I get a little lighting in here. You guys can see it a little bit brighter. There you go, while the lighting corrects itself. There you go. So now let's take a look at Snake Eyes with his accessories. And here I have Snake Eyes with his accessories. And I'm telling you, this guy is dynamite. I have him with his backpack. There is a peg hole on the side to put the sheath with the sword. His Uzi in his hand. The hand with the throwing ninja star. I have the knife on the sheath, as you see there. I have the silencer and the pistol on the other sheath. And there you go, as you can see. You can also put this piece here of the sword directly in the back without the backpack, but I don't want to display him without the backpack. And again, his Uzi in his hand, obviously. And as you can see, he has a lot of nice range of posability. He looks really badasseria. Looks really awesome, guys. Really awesome. Really dynamite. Really, really nice. I can't stress it enough. So I guess what I'll do now to finish with the review is just basically show you guys him next to some other figures for comparison. So here he is next to the Articulated Icon Feudal Series Solitary Modern Ninja. And as you can see, the inspiration from these figures from Articulated Icon, which was sponsored and presented by the Foosh, is very much inspired by Snake Eyes in many ways. So together I think they will fit in gloriously. And I believe a lot of people bought this figure in the market, from the Foosh, just to make a lot of custom Snake Eyes to begin with. So it's kind of fitting that they are sitting side by side, and I think a lot of you will probably pose them together on your shelves and they'll look pretty magnificent and spectacular if you ask me. And here he is next to the 25th anniversary G.I. Joe Snake Eyes with Timber in the 3.5-inch scale, as you can see. And then we have him. And here I have him next to two more articulated icons, Basic Ninjas. Basic Ninja Purple and Basic Ninja Green. And I have them in a little stand so that you can see that you can have them dynamically posed. Excuse me. In any way, shape, or fashion or form that you choose to. And again, I can't stress enough how cool he looks. So, do I recommend for you to go out and get him? Absolutely. Absolutely. This guy is spectacular. So if they have him in the Hasbro Pulse site, still available, I highly recommend for you to go out and pick him up. Let me put him here in a one last shot. And there you have it, guys, what I would call the absolute money shot. Very fun figure. I can see why a lot of people were extremely hyped to play with this figure and to have them in their collection and in their hands ahead of time. I completely understand. He's just, guys, this is G.I. Joe in a 6-inch scale, man. You know how long we've been waiting for this, and people have been asking for this, and it's finally coming true. Fortunately, you know, it happens to be in a year where things are kind of crazy, but hopefully things will get better and we'll be able to actually enjoy these figures. You know, I hope you like my review. I hope you like my outlook, my take on it, my breakdown, and what he has to offer and what he doesn't have to offer, and my overlook, obviously. I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. As always, please leave a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Share it with someone you think might enjoy this video. And if you guys want to follow me in any type of way or form on social media, I am on Twitter under HeBotPowerfulGamer, on Instagram under C_respect, and soon I'll try to do a dedicated page for Facebook under HeBot Toys in My Closet as well. So guys, if you ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form to better my channel in any way, to get more content like this, because this is all obviously funded out of my own pocket. I don't have a lot of subscriber base. I don't have, you know, a super chat. I'm not even allowed to live stream. Or, you know, I don't have no sponsors or anything like that. So my only outlet is basically to, if you want to help me out in any way, shape, or form, if you have the means, and of course after this crisis is over, you know, you can do so if you feel like it and if you wish to, and if you enjoy what I do, to help me out further my channel on my Patreon page and on my PayPal, you know. So guys, I don't know what else to say. My mind is really mind blown by this figure. I think you guys will feel the same. He's really wonderful. Brings a lot of nostalgic happiness and memories. Who would have ever thought that we'd have a 6-inch line G.I. Joe? This is the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified 6-inch line from Hasbro. This is your host, HeBot, signing off with a new episode, or the latest episode of Toys in My Closet. Love you guys very much. Good luck collecting them and hunting them down. And like as always, you know, keep collecting and have fun with your figures, because this is what it's all about. See you then, guys.